Oh, hey, I'm Mike Vance, the keyboardist and guitar player in Classified Frequency.
Hi, I'm Andy Hamburger. I'm the drummer for Classified Frequency.
My name is Matt Everhart, and I am the second Matt of Matt's. Matt Berry, very much in control of the music in this group, and I am his bass player.
I am Matthew Berry. I am, I guess, Classified Frequency. It's been 20 fucking years. This is, yeah, I started this whole thing. It's the 40th anniversary of Mr. Mister's Welcome to the Real World. Serendipitously enough, it's the 40th anniversary on 2025. Weirdly enough, the 20th anniversary of Classified Frequency. So it's this weird sort of, you know, kind of thing. Not to mention what the song is about. It's like, just get me another 20 years more so I can get more shit out.
That entire record, because I've gone back and listened to the whole thing, that whole record is mixed brilliantly. Like, it's just an amazing mix, like from start to finish. The vocal harmonies that they were able to pull off was very, I mean, it was in line with Toto and all those other, like Kansas and all those huge harmony bands. Like, it's up there with it, and I don't think they get enough recognition for it.
Matt started working on this in the midst of the pandemic when we were doing more material for the group. We were also working on some live stream videos, and so he dove into making some cover stuff. He released the DuckTales thing, and we loved it. We thought it was fun, we thought it was kitschy. It seemed to represent a little bit of joy in kind of a crappy time. And this tune kind of does that too. It's a little bit more pointed in the lyrical content, right? It is kind of like Guide Me Out of the Darkness, which I think spoke to Matt.
That's all Matt's doing. He came to us and said he wanted to do a cover of it.
I meticulously researched, and I'm obsessive, you know me. And so, like, the funny thing is, like, in our version, there are so many references from the original that are just these slight references. Like, the funny thing, the bridge, the metal section, people always go, where did that come from? That's actually the keyboard part. I just put it on guitar. The keyboard part is the metal section. I just put it on, but it's there. It's in the background. It's just, you know, not metal.
The song was ambitious, man. I mean, it's not like it's technically super hard to play, but the vocal content is wildly difficult, and Matt had us all sing background harmonies on it, and you know, we go up a minor third at the end, or a whole step, I don't remember. And it's just like, you know, it's like reaching for the stars, squeaking that stuff out, and I'm not a great singer to begin with.
When we started working on it, I realized, like, all right, there's a lot of orchestration, there's a lot of big vocal harmonies, so it took a while to really put that to tape, but we finally got it. My voice still kind of hurts. I don't think I've ever sang that high on anything ever, and I probably won't again.
That was actually probably the other thing that was keeping me up at night, was I was just like, I'm not that great of a singer. I was like, are people gonna hear this and immediately go, no?
We recorded the drums at my house, I think, and he takes them home and they manipulate things the way they want them, and then they start doing other instruments and vocals. So really, this was all Matt's doing, and I'm happy to be along for the ride.
The challenge of it was really cool, and then, man, like, we walked away, I actually had forgotten about it. It was like maybe 2 years later when Matt was like, I think I'm ready to dive back in and finish this. And he started bringing us some mixes, and I was like, holy shit, it's so much. It's so true to the tune, while also being so true to what Matt has crafted that is the sound of Classified Frequency. It has this a little bit of a new metal edge, it has a little bit of a pop punk thing, but then it just like adheres itself to the song in this like kind of Easter eggy way. I think it came out great, and it's all Matt. It's fucking 1000% Matt's brain. I love it.
To do a cover well is to really put your brain into it. You know, it's like the difference between a cover and a tribute band or something, but it's, you really have to dive into it. Sound design, every single layer, what the mix is doing panning wise and fader wise, and then to replicate it in a way that it's not identical, but you still have your own fingerprint on it, because that's, you know, that's something that Matt did brilliantly, I think, especially that bridge.
The bridge right before the metal section, it goes doo 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 doo. That fill is the fill in the bridge. I just turned it into a part. It was really fun to throw in all those little, you know, Easter eggs of. No, I didn't just come up with this. It was like I spent a long time to make sure it was our version, but like hopefully you hear enough to where it's like, oh no, they actually know this song. Like they know it intimately. I hope so. I spent a long time with it, you know, making sure it was exactly, you know. But that stuff's always fun to me, is finding those little moments that you can throw in there that, you know, most people won't know, but they'll know if they ever hear it or stuff like that.